Good evening, everyone. How are you guys doing?
Good evening, Avi. Yeah, good.
Cool. So, all of you who were attending the entire 8 weeks, I would like you to share how has it been for you? Like, what is your experience post 8 weeks? And today is our 9th week doing Soul's Temple regularly. So, how are you guys feeling? What are the noticeable changes, and in general, how are things? Yes, Divya.
First of all, I started believing in Soul's Temple as I started to practice it.
Okay.
Because initially I knew what Soul's Temple was, but I was never regular in practicing, or I never had the belief system. So, first, my condition where I was very desperate also for measures to come out of the situation I was in. So I started practicing, and gradually I started believing in seeing the changes in every smallest thing. It is not just the pain that goes off with this Soul's Temple chanting. It brings surprises also. I've mentioned the joy of the drive, or maybe just the joy of cooking when you are actually not in a mood to cook a mundane task. I have started practicing with for the smallest things to the biggest things also. And I actually see a shift in energy whenever I do this. Yeah, it's not just me, but somehow the surrounding changes. So that is the one noticeable thing that I have seen throughout this. And also, I have got a lot of awareness about my own emotions and where I was going wrong and what things are needed to be corrected. I'm still not there. I did make mistakes, and I daily say, oh, again I did this, again I did this. But an awareness that, okay, something, this is not how it is to be, or this, this being the way I was not the correct way. There has to be some changes in my own thinking, my own way of communication also, actually. That has been the best part that I have started practicing to very different way. I don't know it's a better or worse or whatever, but in a different way, and that's giving me results eventually. So in totality, if I say these past few months have brought a lot of changes in me and also my family, my surrounding. So I'm really thankful about the whole journey.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing, Divya. Anybody else who wants to share? Yes, Anita. You'll have to unmute, Anita.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can I speak in Hindi because I'm more comfortable?
Absolutely. You can talk in Hindi.
I've attended all the sessions and I've done the meditation with full, the pure 100% मन से, and I've got lots of results. One day I was very tired. My children were here, and I did the solar second last one meditation, and पता नहीं कैसे सब कुछ, मतलब बॉडी में इतना पेन था, इतनी थकावट थी, वो in minutes the body got इतना हल्की हो गई कि मुझे लगा कि आज मुझे कुछ मिला। मतलब मैंने कभी मिस नहीं किया। मेरा पर्पस यही होता था कि मैं सुबह जल्दी उठ के मैं सबसे पहले मेडिटेशन कर लूं, उसके बाद मैं कुछ और काम करूंगी। तो मेरा एंगर, मेरा इरिटेशन, बहुत सी चीजों में मुझे बहुत फायदा मिला। बहुत थैंक्स टू यू।
थैंक्स टू सोल्स टेम्पल।
थैंक्स टू नहीं, आप भी हो, जो गाइड करता है उसका भी धन्यवाद। मतलब इतना पेन कोई नहीं लेता किसी के लिए। तो यू डन अ लॉट फॉर अस। और सोल्स टेम्पल तो इज वर्किंग एंड इज ऑलवेज बीन वर्किंग बिकॉज मैं डेंटिस्ट के पास भी जाती हूँ तो मैं वो फियर आए, मुझे थोड़ा डर हमेशा रहता है। तो मैं फियर का सोल टेम्पल करती रहती हूँ जब वो काम करता है।
हाँ, मैं भी करती हूँ।
आज मैं करके आई हूँ क्योंकि मैं जाती हूँ तो मुझे वो डर रहता है, अरे ये दुखाएगा जरूर मुझे। तो वो एक डर शुरू से ही है। लेकिन आज मुझे जरा भी नहीं महसूस हुआ कि मुझे कुछ हुआ है, और मैं आज ही करवा के आई। और
अमेजिंग।
सेल टेम्पल तो वाकई बहुत अच्छा। मैं अपने हस्बैंड को भी बोलती हूँ आप भी करो थोड़ा सा। आई कन्विंस माई चिल्ड्रन ऑल्सो। मेरी बेटी भी है लेकिन शी इज गॉट अ लिटिल चाइल्ड, तो उसका हमेशा रह जाता है।
हाँ, बट फिर भी वो अपने हिसाब से करती है प्रैक्टिस, मुझे
हाँ,
पता है।
उसको सोल टेम्पल बहुत हेल्प करता
हाँ, उसको आदत
मुझे।
है।
हाँ नहीं,
तो
घर का एटमॉस्फेयर भी बहुत शांत हो गया। मतलब वो मुझे लग रहा है कि मैं दूसरे से ज्यादा एक्सपेक्ट कर रही हूँ, मैं भी तो ये कर सकती हूँ।
हाँ,
तो ये चीज मैंने सीखी इन
हाँ,
8 हफ्तों में। और
नाइस,
कुछ कुछ जो प्रॉब्लम्स थी जो काफी सॉर्ट आउट हो गई।
वेरी नाइस। थैंक यू
एंड आई
सो
एम
मच।
रीचिंग 60, तो मुझे अपने आप को समझाना है कि आई डोंट हैव टू बी, बहुत जल्दबाजी हो जाती है, अरे इसको जल्दी करो, लेकिन कूल कूल करके
पेशेंस।
हाँ ये हो जाएगा थोड़ा सा। बिकॉज एज वी ग्रो ओल्डर,
हाँ।
तो वो जो क्या एंजाइटी या एक्साइटमेंट थोड़ा सा ज्यादा बढ़ जाता है, तो उसको कंट्रोल करने में बहुत हेल्प किया है। तो वो जरूरत है बिकॉज वी बोथ लिव अलोन, मी एंड माय हस्बैंड, आई हैव 2 daughters। तो
या,
इस चीज की हमें सख्त जरूरत है। और
अमेजिंग।
थोड़ी थोड़ी जैसे दिव्या को भी वो जो कंपेनियन की वो थी, मुझे भी वो था, लेकिन उसके
हाँ।
बाद वो मुझे समझ आ गया कि गुस्सा करने से मेरा ही नुकसान हो रहा है।
हम्म।
और वो भी धीरे धीरे ऐसे लग रहा है कि ही स्टार्टेड टू लिसन, थोड़ा समझने लगे, तो ठीक है। अब
अच्छी
चीजें
बात है।
चीजें
थैंक यू,
बस मैं
थैंक यू
यही
फॉर
जानना
शेयर।
चाहती हूँ कि ये कंटिन्यू हम कैसे रख सकते हैं। सोल टेम्पल तो खैर वो कभी भूल नहीं सकते,
हम्म।
लेकिन ये मेडिटेशन हम थोड़ा सा आप बता दीजिएगा, गाइड कर दीजिएगा कि हम इस सेशन के बाद हम लोग कब कौन सा कैसे कर सकते हैं, ताकि इन फ्यूचर कभी भी हमें, मतलब जिस एरिया में प्रॉब्लम हो हम उस एरिया की मेडिटेशन करें या सभी करते रहे, उस तरह से हमें थोड़ा सा गाइड कर दीजिएगा।
बिल्कुल जी, बिल्कुल।
ठीक
थैंक
है,
यू
थैंक यू
अनीता जी।
सो मच। ओके।
Thank you for sharing. So I
ठीक।
want one more person to share and then we will talk. One more person who has practiced, जिन्होंने पूरा प्रैक्टिस किया है और फायदा हुआ है आपको, आप सोल्स टेम्पल रेगुलरली करते हैं, तो फिर बताइए। Anybody can share who feels slight changes also in 8 weeks that we were together. Please share. Sheetal, uh, because I see you responding to everything, would you like to share something?
Yes, ma'am.
Please share.
Yes, I am being with you since you have started on this Zoom, and I really go on through this. But in between, sometime I'm not getting the time, so I'm not regular for it.
That's
That is why I
okay.
was not going to. That is why I was not speaking.
It is okay. Even
हाँ,
agar aap regularly nahi, if you haven't done, doesn't matter. But whenever you did you feel any change?
I feel very better. बहुत अच्छा लगा मुझे,
Hmm.
और मैं बेनिफिट कर रही हूँ इससे। पहले
Hmm.
मुझे बात करने को बहुत ही डर लगता था किसी से सामने से, but I can go now.
Acha.
I can talk to the people. I can respond to their questions or anything, whatever they speak. थोड़ा बहुत है, वो भी जाएगा अभी इस सोल टेम्पल से.
बिल्कुल जाएगा. Thank you so
very
much.
nice. And thank you very much to you also. Because of you, we have done such a grateful things with everybody. Thank you with gratitude.
Thank you, Sheetal.
Thank you.
So then also Nityangi writes that I think for me, it's more of self-acceptance and touching parts of myself that were long forgotten. Yeah, it's for everybody. It is a lot of things that are long forgotten and we get in touch with. The plain acknowledgement of things. Like how she's written, there is more peace, clarity, space of acceptance for self and others, family, friends, co-workers. It's been a beautiful journey. Thank you for sharing, Nityangi. So, to all those who shared and to all who didn't share also, thank you for practicing. पूरा किया, नहीं किया, आधा किया, कभी नहीं किया, कोई बात नहीं है. मुझे किसी ने कहा था बहुत साल पहले कि when these people make New Year resolution, right? तो न्यू ईयर रेजोल्यूशन सब लोग बनाते हैं और फिर सब लोग छोड़ देते हैं. हम लोग सोचते हैं अच्छा इस साल मुझे वजन घटाना, इस साल मुझे एक्सरसाइज करना, इस साल मुझे किताब लिखनी है, व्हाटएवर. और फिर 2-3 महीने के बाद हम अपने आप को वहीं पाते हैं जहां हम पहले थे, नहीं कर रहे कुछ भी. बट व्हाट वाज वेरी ब्यूटीफुल अबाउट दैट बुक दैट आई रेड, कि उसमें लिखा था कि चलो अगर आपने 10 दिन किया तो इसके पहले तो आप 10 दिन भी नहीं कर रहे थे, ठीक है, तो 10 दिन किया आपने, लेट्स जस्ट टेक दैट, एक्नॉलेज दैट 10 days. हाँ, 10 days I did. I didn't continue, but I did 10 days. Great. ऐसे ही करके एक, you took one resolution, you didn't pursue it, but you did for 10 days. Then you made another resolution in another year. You did maybe 1 month, and then you left it. Okay, so you did 2 things, 2 new things in your life. One for 10 days, one for 1 month. And then you did a third thing, maybe you did it for 15 days and you left it. Okay, so you did 1/3 new thing for 15 days. Down the lane, you will see you've done 10 new things. Even if for 10 days, you've done 10 new things. Okay. And how about acknowledging that? How about saying, okay, shabash, 10 नई चीजें की हमने. Right? ठीक है, पूरी नहीं की तो क्या हुआ, की तो सही. कितने सारे लोग हैं जो वो कर भी नहीं रहे, कितने लोग हैं हमारे ग्रुप पे जो आते भी नहीं है, राइट? तो कंग्रेचुलेशंस, आप आए तो सही, चाहे पूरा 8 हफ्ता नहीं किया तो 4 ही सही, राइट? 4 नहीं तो 2 ही सही, बट कुछ तो किया. It is important to acknowledge that we are doing something for ourselves. Not everybody in the world is doing. There are a lot of people, जैसे you are saying thank you to me, but I say thank you to so many people जिनका YouTube पे फ्री वीडियोस है, फ्री ऑडियोज है, पॉडकास्ट है, किताबें लिखी हैं लोगों ने, टेलीविजन चैनल्स है जहाँ पे फ्री में मुफ्त में ज्ञान बट रहा है. फॉलो कौन कर रहा है? तो जो कर रहा है उसका इतना कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है, जो फॉलो कर रहा है उसकी बड़ी बात है. Right? So the people who are following things, who are making a difference to their lives, are the creators of change, not the people who are just propagating change. I am not discounting what I'm doing. I know I'm doing a fabulous job. But that fabulous job won't be as fabulous unless the people who are listening are practicing it. Right? If like everybody goes to a pravachan, right? Some big saint will talk something. everybody will go, 100,000 people will be there, right? Listening to the pravachan, and they will say, oh my God, we listened to this Pandit, this Maulvi, this Guru. इतना अच्छा लगा उनको सुन के, अरे वो ब्रह्मा कुमारी की शिवानी जी जब बोलती है तो दिल खुश हो जाता है. हाँ, खुश तो होते, पर आप क्या कर रहे हो उसका? So, doesn't matter कौन कितना अच्छा बोल रहा है, कौन कितना अच्छा काम कर रहा है, वो सब सेकेंडरी है. वो लोग को अच्छा करना है अपनी लाइफ में, वो लोग कर रहे हैं. मुझे अच्छा करना है, मैं कर रही हूँ. How about your life? Because it is your life. It is not my life. So if you are listening, if you are practicing, if you are making changes, your life is changing. You are using Soul's Temple. I've introduced you to a tool which is very beautiful because I practiced it. मुझे फायदा हुआ तो मैं आपसे शेयर कर रही हूँ. मेरी अच्छाई सिर्फ इतनी है कि मुझे बांटना पसंद है. जिससे मुझे फायदा हुआ वो मैं लोगों को बताना चाहती हूँ या लोगों में बांटना चाहती हूँ. लेकिन ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग हैं मेरे जैसे दुनिया में जो बांट रहे हैं, पैसे लेके मुफ्त में हर टाइप से. पर फॉलो कितने लोग कर रहे हैं, प्रैक्टिस कितने लोग कर रहे हैं, हाउ मेनी पीपल आर एक्चुअली डूइंग समथिंग बेटर फॉर देमसेल्व्स. इट इज देयर गुडनेस, इट इज देयर brilliance, it is their gift that they are being to themselves. If you practice, it's nothing to do with me. If you practice, you're not giving me anything. I don't gain anything. If you practice, you gain. When I practice, I gain. Okay? So it is about practice. Like, I really love what Divya, you said, you started practicing. You were not believing before. Anything that we practice, even if it is a simple chanting, if it's not a Soul's Temple, if it is not a healing modality, if it is just some mantra of some God that we believe in, it can be a very simple Hare Krishna, or it can be something related to, Ali Maula, or it can be Guru Granth Sahib, it can be anything. The thing is that, how are we practicing it? Are we practicing it? Do we want to change something in our life? Are we committed to that change in our life? Or we are just asking, यार लाइफ में ये चल रहा है, पता नहीं कैसे ठीक करें, I don't know what to do, people are like this, people are like that. But are we just complaining and not doing anything for change? Or have we stopped complaining and have we started taking charge of change in our life? That is very important. Because any which way, life is going to bring you challenges every day, different kind of challenges. Today, it may be a relationship. Tomorrow, it may be money. Day after, it may be health. At 60, it may be a tooth problem. At 6, it may be loose motions or bladder loss of bladder control. It can be anything. It doesn't matter what it is. What matters is, are we doing whatever it takes to change that? Now there will be another theory, acceptance of everything. Okay. Now acceptance of, this is my destiny, this is my suffering, I have to live it, I have to go through it, यही मेरे कर्म है, मुझे तो इसको भुगतना ही पड़ेगा. I don't believe in that acceptance. I don't at all believe in that acceptance. I do believe in acceptance of, I may have flaws. मुझ में गलतियां हो सकती है, मुझ में अच्छी बातें हो सकती है, वो एक्सेप्टेंस ठीक है. बट हाँ, दर्द तो रहेगा ही, सफरिंग तो जरूरी है, ऐसा तो नहीं है. मेरी किस्मत में ये लिखा है, ऐसा तो नहीं है, वैसा तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं. अब मतलब lot of people may debate on this, can we change our destiny? I believe we can. Can we change everything? Maybe not. Can I change when I'm going to die? Maybe not. Can I change the day I was born? No, I cannot. Can I change the planetary positions that I was born? I cannot. Can I change the family that I was born in? I cannot, because I was born in that family. Can I change my mother? Can I change my father? I cannot. Okay. Maximum that we can change in relationships is maybe husband or wife. अगर हमको divorce करना है. Okay. But there are a lot of things, people that we cannot change. You can't always change your boss. If you're in a job and the boss is like that, you have to deal with it. Or you can leave the job, find another job. How many jobs will you leave? We have to learn to deal with people, deal with the difficult people. We have to learn to deal with difficulties of life. We have to learn that every difficulty can be overcome. There is no difficulty in life that we cannot overcome. There is nothing in life that is not possible. I don't believe in impossible. I don't believe in impossible. I totally believe in everything is possible. Everything is possible. Okay. Because I have seen changes in people's life. I've seen people struggling with money and then having money. I've seen people struggling with relationships and then having better relationships. I've seen children who are unhealthy and then they've become healthier. I've seen my life from where it was to where it is today, getting better. I've seen my children's life getting better. Healing or no healing, what actually makes life better is commitment. Commitment to your own life, commitment to yourself, commitment to your health, commitment to your relationships, commitment to the work that you're doing, commitment to the money that you wish to earn, commitment to your dreams, commitment to your ideas. It is commitment that changes everything. As long as you're just trying, you're not committed. But when you're committed, you will do whatever it takes to change anything that is not working for you. And then everything will work for you. Everything will work for you. From simple things to major things of life, commitment is a major prerequisite for the change to come forth. Very simple today, there's a stray cat in my building. It keeps coming to my house, it eats food and then it goes away. It keeps playing. Then in between, it started dirtying my house. So I stopped bringing it inside my house. I was like, no, I'll give the food outside, eat your food and go. You can't do dirt, you can't make my house dirty. But so now there is a connection here with this cat and me. From the time it was so tiny, and now it is a little grown up. Today, when I was coming back from somewhere, it was limping. Its paw was not able to, she was not able to keep the paw on the ground. And she was crying. I could, like, you can sense the meowing is different. It is very sad. That sense I had. And then I checked, I just looked back and I was like, okay, can't lift the leg. Then it came limping into my house. And I was okay, come in. Let me see. Then I was seeing the hand, the nail is off, chipped off from the paw. So it's wounded. Obviously, it is paining and it's a fresh wound. So it's paining badly. Now, I don't know anything about cats, but I sat, I did some healing on the paw. I kept my hand like that and I was just patting it. I was doing some body process with it. It slept off in my lap and it slept for like 5 hours. It is still sleeping in my house. Now I have to give it food. And then I saw it dirtied because the motion was also slimy. She's unwell. So now I can leave it on the road and say it's none of my business. But then there is a connection. I know her from some time and I don't want to leave her like that. So for today, I'm okay if some clothes get dirty, I wash them. I went all the way to 3 medical shops. I asked my veterinary friend what medicine to give to her. She gave me a name of a medicine, but then I didn't find it in any medical store here. So I took an auto. First I was walking. Then I took an auto, and then I had Soul's Temple at 7 o'clock. I left home at around maybe 6 o'clock. It took me 1 hour to come back home with the medicine, with the ointment to put, which is herbal, which is edible, and if I put it on the paw, she will get better. So I did everything that it took, and I came back here, and I'm here on time, and I'm at 7 doing my Soul's Temple. Now that is commitment. Commitment to whatever we care for. I care for this work. I want people to learn to heal themselves. I care for this work, so I'm committed to this work. I care for the animals, so I'm committed to the animals' well-being, at least the ones that I can. I cannot heal the whole world. But at least the people who are choosing to come to me, that cat chose to come to my house. She chose to come inside and lie down in my lap and say that, please do something. And she gave me the paw like this, So you can be a possibility in the world that people look up to for support, or you can be a problem in the world that people want to get rid of. Okay, we can be both also. But how about always working on converting the problem areas into possibilities, and welcoming possibilities, being a possibility, inviting possibilities, and being open for possibilities. How about just being open? How many of us are just so closed? We don't want to see anything. We don't want to do anything. We don't want to take that one step that is needed to be taken for change to show up. And that one step can be sitting here on Zoom with me and simply listening. Even that is one step taken, right? That one step is so important. And everybody who is willing to take that one step, they will find ways and means. If not Bandhana, there will be somebody else who will come into your universe who will tell you what to do to change. Some book will come, some Bandhana will come, some other healing will come. If not Soul's Temple, there will be some access consciousness, there will be some tarot reading, there will be something. There will be some good doctor, there will be some good philosopher. Okay. There will be some simple reels on Instagram. I don't know what will bring change. Okay. But I know what brings change in my life is my commitment to my life. I am very much committed all the time. And this I learned from a lady when I was in the deepest pain of my life. And I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. I was just so lost and completely in pain. This woman had the kindness to give me a call because I had asked for help. She called me, she spoke to me for 1 hour, and then after listening to all my sob stories, she only asked me one question. She said, Bandhana, are you committed to your life, or are you committed more to the problems of your life? Okay. And for a moment, I was only thinking, what is this question? How do I answer this question? But that one question made such a difference to my life. Such a difference. And I'm so committed after that. No matter what happens in my life, physically if I'm unwell, emotionally if I'm unwell, if I have something that is, say for example, for some days I have sessions and then some days I don't have money, or if it is a problem, say like I have to vacate my house and shift into another house or something like that. Or if it is my children are unwell or they are not so in the best of their moods, no matter what it is, no matter what it is that I encounter, first thing I know, I tell to myself, this can change. This will change for good. And second thing is, okay, what do I have to do here to change this? What can I do here to change this? And if I can't do anything, who can I ask for support here? If I don't know what to do, say, for example, I didn't know what to do with the cat, then who can support me? I have a client who's a veterinary doctor who takes sessions from me. I pinged her that, hey, I need some help. Can you tell me? She told me, okay, send me the video of the cat. I sent the video. She immediately wrote a medicine. She said, go get that medicine, give her this food. Now there is another thing. This food that she said is non-vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian. I'm a no onion, no garlic person. The food is absolutely non-vegetarian. I would not get it into my house any day. But because I was committed that, okay, I want this cat to be healthy before she leaves my house in 2 days or 3 days, she must be back to her normal, running around. So I got that food also. It's not easy for me to put it into a vessel and give it. It's not at all easy. So sometimes, even though you're committed to some change, some things that you have to do may not be easy. Some things that you encounter may not be comfortable. It may be difficult. It may be against your belief system. It may be something that you don't want to do. Are you still going to do it? Are you still going to be committed? Are you still as, committed as you would be for anything to change in your own life for somebody else? Now, there are all these factors that create a good life, what I call a good life. Why is my life good life? Do I have millions in my bank account? No, I don't. I don't even have a car. I don't even have a house of my own. I don't have a lot of things. But I do have a good life, a very, very good life, a quality life. Because every day when I live my day and when I sleep in the night, I feel so grateful for my life. I feel so satisfied within me of the whole day. I do not feel dissatisfied. Yes, I want to do more, but not from a space of dissatisfaction. कि अरे कुछ भी नहीं किया लाइफ में इसलिए मुझे और करना है. नहीं, मैं बहुत कुछ कर रही हूँ लाइफ में. मैं बहुत कुछ अपने लिए और अपने अपनों के लिए और दूसरों के लिए, सबके लिए जो मैं कर सकती हूँ मैं कर रही हूँ. इसलिए मुझे खुशी होती है, इसलिए मुझे सुकून मिलता है, इसलिए मेरी लाइफ जो हम जिंदगी कहते हैं बहुत खूबसूरत है. I don't feel alone. I live alone, but I don't feel alone because I'm not alone. I have a lot of nice things that support me. When I say nice things, these things that I do also, and the things that people do for me, both. So it is a good life. It is a simple good life. And life can be very simple unless we complicate it. Coming to simple good life, we come back to the root chakra. It is great to be on the crown chakra, all spiritual, guru, gyan, enlightenment, nirvana. Okay. I saw Sadhguru today and he's like, oh my God. Okay, fine. Is Sadhguru going to come and pay your bills? No. Is Bandhana coming and paying your bills? No. Sorry. Okay. So no guru, no God is coming. And even God, he's not coming to pay your bills. You have to work to pay your bill. Right? You have to work for your health. For your body to be healthy, you have to do physical exercise. God cannot do it for you. God won't do it for you. Okay? God has given you a mind, God has given you a body, God has given you the wisdom to use your mind, body, soul, everything for good, for your own good, if not other people, at least your own good. Then second comes other people. Third would come, second would come family maybe. Third may come family and friends. And then will be a little broader society, community, etc. And then maybe world and all. Okay. But it all starts from you, with you. Okay. And are you committed to your life? Is the $1 million question you have to ask to yourself. Am I committed to my health? Am I committed to my wealth? Am I committed to my relationships? Am I committed to the people I care for? The relationships that I care for? Am I committed? Or am I just living a half-hearted life? चल तो रही है, चल तो रहा है, चल तो जाएगा, सब कुछ चलेगा. दौड़ रही है कि नहीं, उड़ रहे हो कि नहीं, ये तुम्हारे हाथ में. राइट? चल तो सबकी जिंदगी जाती है. इवन अ बेगर ऑन द रोड, उसकी भी लाइफ तो चल रही है. नो बिग डील. And I'm not making the beggar wrong or small or anything. It's perfect. They've chosen that life, works for them. And it's okay. I have no judgments about it. If you're okay to be a beggar on the road, super, go beg. Doesn't matter. That also requires commitment, by the way. डेली उनको भी घर से उठ के आना है, वहां पे अपना कटोरा लेके बैठना है, भीख मांगना है, तो ही पैसे मिलते हैं. घर पे बैठे बैठे नहीं मिल रहा उनको पैसा. Okay, so anything you do in life, you have to be committed to it. If you want to become, say, a chef, then you have to try cooking different varieties of food. You have to see YouTube, you have to see bloggers, food bloggers, you have to talk to people who are good at cooking. You have to experiment with different ingredients. You have to do things if you want to become someone or something. Right? बैठे बैठे कुछ नहीं होने वाला. बैठे बैठे हम सिर्फ शिकायत कर सकते हैं कि मेरी लाइफ में ये खराब है, मेरी लाइफ में वो खराब है, ये इंसान खराब है, मेरे पास पैसे नहीं है, मेरे पास ये नहीं है, मेरे पास नौकरी नहीं है, मेरे पास बॉयफ्रेंड नहीं है, गर्लफ्रेंड नहीं, whatever. Okay. Now again, I'm not saying that just because you want to become something and you are committed to something, you have to keep on finding faults even with yourself. No, I'm saying stop finding faults with everything. Stop finding faults with yourself. Stop finding faults with the world. Start doing things. Start doing things for yourself. Start doing things that you can for the people around and the world. You will feel joyful. You will feel grateful. You will feel loved. I feel very much loved. If not by anybody, like even that, it's simple, you know, how I'll tell you to an analogy here. So if it is a cat that I love, she's cute, pretty, she came, she slept on my lap and everything. So what will I say that, oh my God, it loves me so much? right? That is why it came to me. Or I may feel proud about I can do healing for it, or I can do something good. Either of the two. Imagine it's not a cat, it's a human who's asking for help. Okay, a human is asking for help, knocking at your doorstep, saying that, hey, my hand is hurt, can you help me? How many of us will help? Or will go out of the way to help? Not many. Okay, because we all think that we cannot trust people. Yeah, we cannot trust people. What if the person is lying? What if the person is just trying to fool me? Okay. I remember a story much, much before I was into any healing. I was working part-time in a recruitment firm, and I was doing recruitments over there. It was a hardly, I think, 5,000 rupees monthly job, 11 to 4, way back. So I used to do it with a lot of dedication, because for me, I had stepped out of my joint family, conservative family culture to work for 5,000 rupees, day in and day out, finishing the house jobs, then the office jobs and everything. So I was very committed. One beggar, so-called beggar, came into the office and came and said that I have lost all the money. I had come here. I don't have money to buy a ticket to go back home. I just need a 250 rupees to buy a train ticket so that I can go back home. This, that. And in those days, I was not so smart like I am today. I still am not, but still. Okay. So I was very much moved by this story of this man. And he looked like in like a lot of dirty clothes and this and that. And I was like, okay, maybe I can give the money. So I gave 300 rupees instead of 250 he asked. I gave 300 rupees. He just said thank you and he left. After some time, my other office colleagues had come and I told them, Arey, somebody had come, this is this. And they were like, are you stupid, Bandana? Why did you give so much money? They don't even want, they are just fooling you. They just made up a story. He just came into the office for begging and you just got fooled. You gave money, this is it. And I was thinking to myself, really, okay, maybe he fooled me, but now what can I do? I can't do anything, right? I've already given the money. That time, even though I didn't know any healing modality, but I used to ask questions, right? I had this habit of asking questions. I just asked, God, how will I know if somebody wants to fool me? Or if somebody is genuinely asking for help? How can I know whom to help and whom not to help? Now, to my utmost surprise, just the next day, I was reading a magazine. And that magazine had a story of Mother Teresa. Okay. And in that story of Mother Teresa, there was an episode where this interviewer is asking Mother Teresa that you're helping so many orphans and this and that. How do you know that they are the people who require help or not? How can you trust them? Same question. And Mother Teresa just replies in that article. She says to the interviewer that I help whomever God sends to me. And I was like, okay, thank you, God. I got my answer. Okay. So if God has sent someone to me, I will help. That's all. No questions. I won't go out and help. ऐसे सड़क पे जा जाके I'm not searching for people who need help. Right? But if God has sent someone to me, I will help. Now my rule was set that day. The cat came to my house, I will help. There are 15 cats in my building. 15 may be hurting. I can't help. Right? But she came to my house, I will help. So it became so simple for me. I don't care. I don't care. There was a lady, I'm not even joking. There was a lady who stays next door. I'm not a social person. I don't go and meet my neighbors. I don't talk to anybody actually. I'm a very close person. मैं अपना काम से काम रखती हूँ, that mind your own business kind of person. She met me downstairs when I had moved into this house in January. And she said that, I'm seeing you for the first time. I said, yeah, I have just moved into this house. And I was going for swimming. So I said, I'm going swimming, this, that. So she said, oh, you're going for swimming, where you're going, this, that. Simple questions. So what do you do? I'm a healer. That much, 5 minutes conversations and over. And then I left. After 10 days, that time two girls were standing who asked me this question. After 10 days, she just rang the doorbell and she came inside and she said that, Vandana, can I sit and talk to you? I was like, yeah, sure. Okay. It was a little strange for me, but I said, okay, come. So she came and she started just crying. She just started crying. And she said, I really need help, Vandana, but I don't have the money to pay to you. I said, but what happened? So she said that my father died in one particular time. My mother died in one particular time. My brother died in COVID. My sister had come from US to stay with me. I'm married. I live with my husband here. My career is finished after COVID. I get anxiety attacks and I don't know what to do. And your fees is very high. I cannot pay your fee. Like I could have just said, sorry, I can't help you. Or I could have done what I could have done. So she sat, I had time that day, fortunately. So I sat with her, I was talking to her. I was just listening to her. I gave her water. I said, do you want to have a cup of coffee? Then I said, okay, would you like to try something that I do? It's called Soul's Temple. I don't charge for it. She said, yeah, anything. So I said, that is something that I do without money. So it's okay, you don't have to pay me money. For my regular sessions, yes, I charge. But then you can come for a session later when you have money. But until then, I can give you something that is going to help you, but you have to be committed to doing it. Okay. So whatever I noticed, I made a whole Soul's Temple template and I gave it to her. I wrote it and I WhatsApped her and I said, you have to do this every day for the next 3 months without one day absent. Okay. I didn't meet her after that. Okay. I used to see from my window, she would be sitting at the watchman's chair and she would be reading the Soul Temple. When I'm coming back, hey, you know what? I was just doing Soul Temple that you've given. Okay, fine. 6 months later, I went off to US. I came back. We are not meeting. She's just my next door neighbor, but I'm not meeting her every day. She joined the Soul Temple also when we started. She came for 1 or 2 sessions. She meets me that other day on the road and she tells me, I've already started working. I'm very happy. I'm not getting any panic attacks. I'm looking better. I'm glowing. I've again started connecting to my Guruji who does art of living, Sri Ravi Shankar. So I've started going for my satsang every day. My life has become so much better, Vandana. And thanks to that Souls Temple that you gave, I've done it every day without fail. I didn't give her money. I didn't do a session for free. I didn't do anything. I just listened to her. I gave her a Souls Temple template, which is easy and effortless for me to give because that's really easy for me. Yes, I gave her time. I sat with her for like 4 hours. She was talking. I was listening. I was asking some questions. I was just counseling. Her body language had shifted from the time she entered and the time she left my house. However, I know with so much trauma, as a therapist, my brain will say she'll need sessions. But as a human being, I thought that, okay, she's come to me for help. She doesn't have the money. And she's even in such a difficult space that all the people have died in her family, except one sister who lives in US. So that sister has also gone back home now. She just needs someone who can tell her, maybe I see you and I hear you. That is all. That is basic. Root chakra. Humanity. It's not God, it's nothing. It's a human to human connection. Why would a human come to you for help? Because somewhere, something inside them felt that maybe this person can help you. Or maybe not. Doesn't matter. Even if that wouldn't have changed, that 4 hours that I gave, I was satisfied with that. Even if she wouldn't have done that Soul Temple for 3 months, I can't do much about it. I really can't do much about it. I will not spend my time every day ringing her bell and asking, did you do Soul Temple today? No, sorry. That's not my job. Okay. So I have seen so many people's life change. This is just one example. I have that many such examples. Why I believe in this work. Why I believe in healing, self-healing, working on yourself. I really, really feel that if all of us turned inward and started working on, I'm not saying where is my fault. I'm not saying where is my problem. What is my flaw? I'm not saying any of that. I'm looking at, okay, what can I work on? What can I do today which will help me? Okay, which will help me become a better person, become a healthier person, become a wealthier person, become a more loving person, become a more available person, a person who can support self and others, more self-reliant and at the same time more supportive and willing to receive support also. Because all the self-reliant people in the world also need support. There is not one person in the world who can manage without other people's support. A Sadguru won't be a Sadguru if this millions of people didn't follow him. So everything is important. Just for basic survival in the human body, we all need 3 basic things. We all know roti, kapda, makan, right? Roti, kapda, makan is food, shelter, and clothes. My learning tells me there are some more basic necessities. someone to talk to, someone to hear you, right? Someone to give you a hug. If you have that one person, feel lucky for that. If you have that one person who's there to listen to you, to share things with you, to give you a hug when needed, you are fortunate. Don't expect more. Try and be more to that person and see how they will reciprocate. Learn to understand other people's languages, the language that they speak and the language that they cannot speak, what they convey and what they cannot convey. There are so many things that people don't know how to convey because they didn't learn. There was nobody who taught them. Nobody taught me how to communicate. I learned because I wanted to learn. And when I learned, then I taught a lot of people how to communicate. One person who, say, is deprived of something in the world, if instead of cursing the world for being deprived, just gets committed to create that for himself or herself, can make so much difference in the world. In the smaller world, bigger world, doesn't matter how big your world is, in which you make a difference, but we all can make a difference. We all. Mind you, when I say we all, I mean we all. There is no comparison to what difference you're making, how much difference you're making.
Yeah.
Whether you're making a difference to one person or 100 people or 1,000 people or 10,000 people or 1 lakh people or 10 lakhs, it doesn't matter. But we all are capable of making a difference. And if not anything, that small world that we live in, our family, say mother, father, brother, sister, or husband, wife, children, or grandfather, grandmother, it doesn't matter who it is, but we can really, really all make a difference if we wish to. If we wish to do that much. But if we keep on comparing our lives to other people's lives, that, oh, that person is doing so much and I'm not doing so much, hence I am not the best person or I'm not good enough, you will never amount to anything. One small step that you're taking, just like really, I'm not saying these things for preaching. I have done these things so many times in my life. One small thing I will do and I will leave it. And then suddenly after 6 months, I'll get to know, oh, this much change happened. That one small thing. It may not even be a big thing. But then those small things amount to big things one day in the future. It is never the big milestones that you achieve. It is the smallest things in life that if you do every day. There's this book called Atomic Habits. It talks of how everyday habits can change your life. The smallest habits, Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's a beautiful book. It talks about how the first chapter is about a cycle, a team which won the cycling sport. It used to win and then it started losing. It kept losing and then a coach came. They called an international coach from somewhere and that coach didn't change the history of the sport. He just started checking the cycles, the chain, the seat, the shoes that the people are wearing, what are they eating, what time they wake up, what time they sleep. The daily routine, he started changing the small things. And they again became the world champions over a few years. And there's another quote of Bruce Lee which says, fear not a person who knows 10,000 kicks. fear a person who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. So it's not about knowing everything in the world, but if that one thing that you know, if you do it perfectly every day, 10,000 times, you will be someone in that one thing. And for me, even if it is Soul's Temple that I do, it doesn't matter. I know I make a difference. I know Soul's Temple makes a difference. And there are so many people over the years, 10 years I've been facilitating. So many people have learned, so many are practicing. They're not coming and saying thank you to me every day. But I know I've made a difference. Doesn't even matter to me. What matters is, am I still doing things that make a difference? Every day. Yes, I am. And that makes my life worthwhile. That makes my life beautiful. That makes me feel beautiful. It really, after a point in time, I was reading something today and it said, about age, because Anita, you were saying you're 60, right? I was reading a post this morning. Okay. She's a psychologist whom I follow on Facebook and Instagram. Okay. So she shares these lovely things in her posts. And this morning I was reading something. I'll just read it out if it is still there. Yeah, it's there. So it's not even what she has written. It's the writing of somebody else called Donna Ashworth. Okay. It says, don't prioritize your looks, my friend. They won't last the journey. Your sense of humor, though, will only get better. Your intuition will grow and expand like a majestic cloak of wisdom. Your ability to choose your battles will be fine-tuned to perfection. Your capacity for stillness, for living in the moment, will blossom. And your desire to live each and every moment will transcend all other wants. Your instinct for knowing what and who is worth your time will grow and flourish like ivy on a castle wall. Don't prioritize your looks, my friend. They will change forevermore. That pursuit is one of much sadness and disappointment. Prioritize the uniqueness that make you you, and the invisible magnet that draws in other like-minded souls to dance in your orbit. These are the things which will only get better. By Donna Ashworth. Now, for me, it's not new because I live like that. I care for my looks. I want to look beautiful, but that's not my priority. And thankfully, I find men, women, children, people who also believe in the same and who tell me, it's okay, Bandana, however you look, but we like to be with you. So it really doesn't matter whether I'm 50, I'll be 60, I'll be 70, 80, 90, who cares? I will not look the same. I'm not looking like I used to look when I was 30 or 20. Obviously, I'm not the same in looks. But every other thing that is mentioned here has got better. The intuition, the capacity of, that stillness and that wisdom and that what is worth your time and what is not worth your time, all of that. And when you use your time, when I was small, we were told to write an essay on Samay ka Sadupayog. And I was like, kya samay ka sadupyog? I was like, I want to waste my time. So what? So yeah, I mean, you get it when you get it. When we are young, we want to waste a lot of time, and we do waste a lot of time. And it is okay too. It's not like, oh, you always have to be doing serious discussions and having like great, conversations about philosophy and healing and everything. No, even now, I like to do all my stupidities. I like to laugh. I like to laugh for no reason. I like to do things that are just irrelevant. They have absolutely no, relevance to what I'm doing or, anything like that. So just wasting time also is okay sometimes. Sometimes. Okay. And that's the key word here. So you cannot waste time all the time. Sometimes, yes, you can. You can waste your time. There's nothing wrong. You can be useless also sometimes. You don't always have to be useful. Okay. So it's okay to be useless. It's okay to waste your time. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to just do nothing sometimes. But most of the times, what you do with the time that you have in hand will define the quality of your life. I really utilize my time beautifully, nicely. Anything that I do, I want to do that. I don't do things that I don't want to do. I don't put my time into things that are not going to add any value. And so, yes, time is a precious commodity. Some of us have this much time and some of us have only this much time. We don't know how much time we have in this world, in this body. Yeah, every day is precious. And like, live like there's no tomorrow, like people say that, right? But can we live like that? Not many people can. But when you do that, believe you me, my life is such that if today I die, I will have zero regrets. If I die 10 years later also, I will have zero regrets. Because I love my life. I love my life. I love everything that I do. I love the people in my life. I love my children, everybody. And it is a beautiful life. And it is a life worthwhile. I don't have time to think about the problems of my life. I have so much time to think about the possibilities of my life. And access consciousness, the question that says, how does it get better than this? What else is possible? These two questions are so beautiful. For anything in the world, you can just say, okay, what else is possible? How does it get better than this? And it gets better. That's all it is. So yes, root chakra, coming back to the root chakra, what is most important? Root chakra is about family. I wouldn't say only family, I would say connection. Connection is important, that we all stay connected. When you stay connected to anything, it will add value to your life, but not like substance addictions. Stay connected to drugs, smoke. No, I'm not talking of that. Stay connected to things that add value to your life, to people that add value to your life, to books that add value to your life. Stay connected to a technique that adds value to your life, an exercise that adds value to your life. If Soul's Temple is something that adds value to your life, stay connected to Soul's Temple. Bandhana, no bandhana, doesn't matter. Use what you have. Use all the resources that you have. Stay connected to the resources inside you. Stay connected to the resources outside you. But stay connected. Do not disconnect. Because disconnection is the block for the root chakra. Disconnection with the body, disconnection with the earth, disconnection with family, disconnection with the soil. So whatever form of disconnection with life and living is a blocked root chakra. And the best way to not be disconnected is to be grounded. Grounded in whatever you're doing. We can all fly while we are grounded, even better. So it's important to be grounded. It's important to be rooted in your roots. Your roots can be anything. It can be your religion. It can be your family. It can be your education. It can be your the city that you live in, anything. So staying connected is important. So I hear your question. So I've got a question here on my DM. How to stay connected with parents with love always when you actually cannot? Yeah. So sometimes it's not just parents, people who have hurt us very deeply. It is difficult for us to love them. There's nothing wrong in it to not love them. But we all also have to realize that they were who they were. They are who they are because they didn't know any better than this. There was no teacher in their life who taught them how to not be that. Okay? They didn't have healing tools, or they didn't have wiser friends who would have taught them to behave better. So because we don't know what was their circumstance, which made them so bitter, that they don't know to behave any better, the only thing we can do is take them as they are. And then slowly they will get better. Even if they don't get better, you can still love them because they gave you birth. Without them giving birth, you would not be here in this body, talking, walking, living, enjoying, everything, studying. So to be in this body that you are, your parents are the birth givers. And we carry DNA in our bodies of our parents. We carry genes of our parents. If we dislike them, we dislike some part of us, which is exactly like them. So when we start loving them for who they are, we start loving ourselves for who we are, along with those same qualities. We don't have to become like them. You don't have to become your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. You can be you, but you can still honor your mother, your father, your brother, your sister for who they were with their flaws, because don't we all want someone to love us with our flaws? Don't we all want someone to tell us, it's okay, you're beautiful with all that you are? We feel happy, right? When someone comes and tells us that, you know what, I know these are your problems. I know there are some weaknesses that you have. I know you have some flaws, but I still love you. How does that feel if someone does that to us? It feels great. Can we do that to them? If we could, the first thing that will shed off is the baggage of hating them. It's a huge baggage to carry. Hate. Hate is a very huge baggage to carry. It doesn't allow us to live, to love, to laugh, because we are so consumed in that hate that we don't have time to live, love, laugh. Is it worth it? It is not. Can we change them? We cannot. Can we still love them? Yes, we can. If it is difficult, we can say, even though it is difficult for me to love you, but I still love you. That's a reality. And then slowly, it will change. Now, the simplest example I can give is like how today when I was putting that non-vegetarian food in the saucer, it is very difficult for me. I don't eat onion and garlic also. But I'm putting some food which has fish or something, whatever it has. It is very difficult for me. But what have I changed today in my universe? So one of my child has a boyfriend who is a non-vegetarian. In loving this just the way it is, I'm giving permission to my children to choose who they want to choose. Irrespective. How does it matter? Does really what food they eat make them good or bad? I don't think so. If they are in love with someone who's eating non-vegetarian food, and if I make that one agenda, I may lose on something very precious. Either they may lose on something very precious, or I will lose on something very precious. Is that worth it? Maybe not. For me, it is not. So I would be okay, fine. It's okay. Non-vegetarian food. I don't want to eat. It's okay. But if somebody is eating, it's okay. How does it really, really matter? A lot of my really good friends are non-vegetarian. Had I had a huge judgment, like my mother has, for that, I could have never made those friends. And those friends have added so much value to my life. So much value. That today, when I look back at life and when I think of these friends of mine who may be eating non-vegetarian food, but they love me so much unconditionally and endlessly. Which is like, if I have to weight on a balance, which is more worth? The love that I receive from these people. Food is a choice, it's a preference. I can have a preference, they can have a preference. Why do I have to make it so significant? So things that when you do for love, right, out of love, I think those things make such a big difference in life. Such a big difference. My father used to eat non-vegetarian food when he was young. My mother hated him for that. She hated him all his life. He gave up on that food. He gave up on all that so that he can be nice to her. She still could not be nice to him. Because she's carrying the baggage of hate, not him. So the person who's carrying the baggage of hate is suffering more. than the person who is still open to love. My father is a very loving person. I love him to the core. So I can hate my mother for hating him, but I can't hate her as well. I don't want to. She is who she is. I changed. Yeah. So we all can change. We all can choose to change. One layer at a time, when we shed off all the past emotional baggages, right, that we are carrying from our mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, this, that, everything. We are becoming lighter. I have a very nice light body. So it may not be light in weight. Or maybe that also. But because no baggages, ma'am. It's just simple. So the more the weight of everything that we carry in our body, the more the bodies can be heavier. We may be carrying so much weight of everything and everybody in our bodies without realizing that I don't need to carry this with me. I can let it go. I can just get committed to my body. I can love my body more. Instead of hating my body for being fat, I can do my exercises. I can eat good food, healthy food. I can be more happy. And my body may just lose weight very effortlessly while dancing. So everything can be simple, but we can complicate everything as well. It's up to us. Okay. So it's just so simple. That is also basic. When I talk of basic, I talk of simplicity. I talk of, like I sit on the ground. I'm sitting on the ground right now when I'm facilitating this class. I don't have a chair and a table. I don't need one. This is my ground. I love it. I love the nature that I walk in. The trees, the plants, the flowers, the rain, the beauty on which this earth is thriving. We can all choose to love. We can all choose to be joyful. We can all choose to enjoy our physical existence on earth. And that is the root chakra affirmation. I enjoy my physical existence on earth. So we will start our Soul's Temple now. And yeah, for the people who ask the question of how do we practice, you can pick up any of the Soul's Temple that we have written here or shared here, or on YouTube. There are a lot of other Soul's Temples that I have shared on YouTube. During COVID, for 1 month, I was sharing videos. So there are lots of YouTube videos with different kinds of Soul's Temple practices, different affirmations. So you can go pick up any and just do any day. There is no fixed rule about it. Also, if you think one of the chakras needs more work, then you can pick up that one chakra for 1 month. Say if you think your heart chakra has an issue and you feel less loved or you don't feel safe to be loved, then you can do the heart chakra affirmations for a month. If you think you're not great at communicating, your throat chakra has a problem, then you can go and do the throat chakra affirmations. If you think your rooting, your connection with your family is missing and all that, then you can do the root chakra affirmations. So whatever it is, you can make a choice. You can make a choice and do those regularly. and it will change. It's not possible because hundreds and thousands of people have used it. They have found the changes. I don't need testimonies. I don't need to explain, justify, reason, anything. I know it changes. When you do it, it will change. If you don't do it, nothing will change. Very simple. So cool. Now I'll come to the affirmations for today. And today is our last week, so we will not be meeting from next week onwards. I may do another 8 or 9 weeks Souls Temple, maybe next year sometime, January or February. Every year I like to do 2, once in the beginning of the year and once towards the second part of the year. And I do it for me. I don't do it for you. I do it for myself because I feel so happy, so joyful. And every time I facilitate this, all those 7 chakras, it really, really makes a difference in my life also, along with you. So it's just my way of contributing to myself and to everybody who is willing to receive that contribution. And those who are practicing, they have seen the difference. And I'm super grateful for that. So I'm going to start now the affirmations for today. This Souls Temple, I might just share the whole Souls Temple. I want everyone to sit comfortably in whichever place you're sitting. You can have your back erect. You can take a back support if you want. Three deep breaths. Breathe in until your abdomen and then breathe out. Then breathe into your root chakra. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Imagine yourself sitting on the ground with soil, grass, maybe around a tree or a garden. Anywhere that you find yourself sitting on the ground, comfortably connecting to Mother Earth. And in your imagination, you can place your palms on the soil. Touch the soil. This is the soil that you were born in. This is a representation of a part of Mother Earth. And as you feel the vibration of the soil underneath your palm, stay with me in your own space. The earth is my soul's temple. 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 Staying connected to the earth is my soul's temple. Staying connected to the earth is my soul's temple. Staying connected to my roots is my soul's temple. Staying connected to my roots is my soul's temple. Staying connected to my roots is my soul's temple. Staying connected to my roots is my soul's temple. Staying connected to my roots is my soul's temple. Staying connected to my roots is my soul's temple. My body 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 is my soul's temple. My root chakra 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 is my soul's temple. Because root chakra is about financial zone also. So let's talk about money. The money that I have is my soul's temple. The money that I have is my soul's temple. The money that I have is my soul's temple. The money that I have is my soul's temple. The money that I have is my soul's temple. The money that I have is my soul's temple. The money that I have is my soul's temple. All the money that I have received so far in my life is my soul's temple. All the money that I've received so far in my life is my soul's temple. Now, this includes everything that your parents have given, the clothes, the accessories, the school, the education, the house. Everything is money, all that you have received. Your gadgets, your your bikes, your vehicles, cars, bungalows, everything. All the money that I have received so far is my soul's temple. All the money that I have received so far is my soul's temple. All the money that I have received so far is my soul's temple. All the money that I have received so far is my soul's temple. All the money that I have received so far is my soul's temple. Now imagine everything that you have had so far is money. Even the travel, the medical bills, everything that you got came from money. So you have the money. My gratitude for the money that I have is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the money that I have is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the money that I have is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the money that I have is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the money that I have is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the money that I have is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the money that I have is my soul's temple. Now, when I talk about all the things that came from money, I also see all the people who have been instrumental in getting me all those things, including my parents, my brothers, my cousins, my friends, my clients, everybody. All those who have given me money, gifts, and everything that I have received in my life. My gratitude for the people in my life is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the people in my life is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the people in my life is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the people in my life is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the people in my life is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the people in my life is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the people in my life is my soul's temple. And now to me, all the tools and the resources that I've had, the education, the healing, the certifications, everything that I have learned, which has helped me to earn money, is coming into my observation. All the resources in and around me are my soul's temple. My gratitude for all the resources in and around me is my soul's temple. My gratitude for all the resources in and around me is my soul's temple. My gratitude for all the resources in and around me is my soul's temple. My gratitude for all the resources in and around me is my soul's temple. My gratitude for all the resources in and around me is my soul's temple. My gratitude for all the resources in and around me is my soul's temple. My gratitude for all the resources in and around me is my soul's temple. And then I think of the innumerous blessings I've received from the Almighty. So many blessings at different phases of life, which have supported me to get through all the obstacles of life and still staying connected to the earth, to my body, to my family, to my resources, to money, and to God. My gratitude for the abundance of blessings received is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the abundance of blessings received is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the abundance of gifts and blessings received is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the abundance of gifts and blessings received is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the abundance of gifts and blessings received is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the abundance of gifts and blessings received is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the abundance of gifts and blessings received is my soul's temple. I find myself sitting beautifully connected to the earth with my root chakra shining brightly in a red color at the bottom of my spine, in my sitting position, spreading all around me, inside me, to all the other chakras, sharing its vibrance little by little to every chakra of my body. And then from the root to the crown, it goes up and then comes down and comes to the root and to the crown and goes up and comes down. And it is circulating beautifully between the root to the crown. Allowing all my chakras to be aligned is my soul's temple. Allowing all my chakras to be aligned is my soul's temple. Allowing all my chakras to be aligned is my soul's temple. Allowing all my chakras to be aligned is my soul's temple. Allowing all my chakras to be aligned is my soul's temple. Allowing all my chakras to be aligned is my soul's temple. Allowing all my chakras to be aligned is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the alignment between my chakras, my mind, my body, my spirit is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the alignment between my chakras, my mind, my body, my spirit is my soul's temple. My gratitude for the alignment between my chakras, my mind, my body, my spirit is my soul's temple. Now look at your root chakra in your mind's eye and see how beautifully bright red it is shining. It is almost the basis of your existence in this body on earth. It's your root. It is also your financial zone. It is your zest for life. My zest for life is my soul's temple. 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 Being open and willing to enjoy my physical existence on earth totally and completely is my soul's temple. Being open and willing to enjoy my physical existence on earth totally and completely is my soul's temple. Being open and willing to enjoy my physical existence on earth totally and completely is my soul's temple. Being open and willing to enjoy my physical existence on earth totally and completely is my soul's temple. Being open and willing to enjoy my physical existence on earth totally and completely is my soul's temple. Enjoying my physical existence on earth is my soul's temple. Enjoying my physical existence on earth today and every day is my soul's temple. Enjoying my physical existence on earth today and every day is my soul's temple. Enjoying my physical existence on earth today and every day is my soul's temple. Enjoying my physical existence on earth today and every day is my soul's temple. Enjoying my physical existence on earth today and every day is my soul's temple. Enjoying my physical existence on earth today and every day is my soul's temple. In silence, connect to your root chakra. Thank your body. Thank your parents. Thank money. Thank your co-workers. Thank your support staff. Thank everybody who have supported joyful existence for you on earth. Thank the divine inside you and outside you. Say thank you heartily for this beautiful body. Say thank you for the beautiful mind. Say thank you for the beautiful spirit. And allow this joy to spread beyond you, to the people around you, to the people who are working with you, to the people that you care for, the space that you're living, the building that you're living. Let it expand to the entire city, your country, the whole of Earth, the galaxies, the cosmos, the different multiverses, universes. Let everybody be joyful by virtue of you choosing to be joyful, simply by choice. The joy of existence can transcend all other joys, and everything else will follow. The love that you desire, the money that you desire, the relationships that you desire, the dreams that you aspire for, the confidence that you desire, the social circle that you desire, the connection with the divine that you desire. Everything will follow when you make a choice to be joyful and stay connected to your root chakra and allow this to spread in your entire being. Those who want to just exit right now can exit. And if anyone wants to share anything, you can switch on your video and share. And then we will close the session of today. Thank you for being here. And thank you for all the people who have contributed in some way, money, for the Souls Temple. Also, thank you. And even otherwise, just thank you for being here. It's okay if you're feeling very light and you don't feel like talking anymore. You can just close this and see you again next year sometime with the Chakra Souls Temple. Bye-bye. Keep smiling until then and be healthy. Keep practicing Souls Temple. That's all I desire.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Really, this was, I wouldn't say life-changing, but yeah, the first step to it, I would say.
Yes, of course. Many more steps to go.
Really.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Thanks a lot.